Arista, can you describe how you felt when it was announced that you were the winner?
Well, I didn't expect anything. When I went in, I was really happy that I got shortlisted, and I was really excited already to be standing on the stage.
Yeah.
But then suddenly they said my name, and I was like I'm sure you can see from the photos, I was really shocked and really surprised. And especially when they announced the overall winner, I was even more shocked and even more surprised. But overall, I guess I was just really honored and really grateful that I was chosen, and it felt like all my hard work for 2 years of writing really seriously and trying to improve myself had really paid off. So in that moment, it was just everything came together and it worked out.
Since winning the competition, have you become kind of a go-to with the other students at your school in terms of looking for advice, or have you become like taken on a mentoring role with any of your peers?
Well, I was really lucky to be approached by my teacher to be given an opportunity to do something with this competition. We don't have much of a writing community, and I really want to foster one.
True.
So especially with the younger years, I've introduced them to this competition, and I'm now offering weekly mentoring sessions to help them prepare and kind of help them develop their writing thinking, the way they approach a theme. And I'm happy to say it's going pretty well. Hopefully it will end up having a good, solid writing society at our school that can continue on even when I leave.
Okay, thank you very much. So with that in mind, what do you think are the benefits of entering a writing competition?
Well, I started entering writing competitions to kind of see what level I was at in comparison with other people, my peers, or people all over the world, and it's good to practice when someone is giving you a directed theme, especially New Tales of Old Shanghai. I thought that this in particular, Hong Kong Young Writers Award, was a really great opportunity for me, because it was a circle of people that were not only from Hong Kong but also from close regions, so that was a good comparison. And also writing for New Tales of Old Shanghai really inspired me from its historical context. So really, writing competitions, good way to practice and a good way to see what I can do with a much more restricted area of writing.
So with that in mind, how did you prepare for the competition?
I did a lot of research, and I was lucky because I was studying communist China at school, so that really informed my writing as well. And I guess I just keep on practicing my writing. I try to write at least once a week about whatever poetry or prose, anything, just to keep my juices flowing.
Great. So since winning the competition, have you started to write anything new that you can share with us?
Definitely, not right now, but I have
Watch
a
the
lot
space.
of stuff. Yeah, watch the space. I'm working on expanding my repertoire, so I started off doing prose and fiction mainly, and now I'm moving towards poetry, and even starting with plays and screenwriting, so I'm just trying everything out.
Yeah, great idea. So what would your top tips be on the creative front for students looking to enter the competition this year?
Well, firstly, in terms of general writing skills, I think it's important to be observant of everything happening around you, because I get inspired by little things and I suddenly have the urge to write a poem about it, for example. And I think it's great if you can just be aware of everything and be conscious and constantly want to see the little details, because that really helps make your writing much more realistic, as well as inspires you and just makes the elements of senses and perception really clear. So yeah, I think that would make a piece of writing much more realistic, much more relatable for a reader.
Thank you very much. Can you tell us a bit more about the research that you did in the kind of planning and development of your short story?
Well, since this is a piece of writing that has to be informed by the historical context of China in Shanghai, I researched a lot about the environment and societal thinking, because I wanted to incorporate elements of how society perceived these pagodas, which is the whole core of my story, and how there are different there are different political agendas as well in Shanghai at that period. So it's important to look from societal perspective, micro perspective as well as a macro perspective of the time period to really get that informed historical context that you can have your story in.
Yeah, great.